This episode starts with a big opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Campbell has the opportunity to go up to Superstar X Factor if he has a big game today. How's everyone doing today? It is Kin, and I'm kind of commentating, kind of just hanging out. You see, I'm not playing. I wanted to have a fun little episode where we just talk about this. These last 4 games for the defense have been incredible and so much fun to play. Quick math off the top of my head says that we are allowing, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me wait till we get to the 49ers game. 49, 68. We are averaging just about 16 points per game given up over the last 4 games. I don't know where this has come from with our defense, but it's been a ton of fun to watch. I've asked you guys last episode who your guys' offensive and defensive MVPs, and now that I think about it, I don't even know why I asked, because it was completely obvious. Completely obvious. Offensively, everything has looked better running through Joey Campbell. And obviously, he's not the only big difference on offense. There's been other key additions. The offensive line's a lot better. Corin Hurst has been an incredible part of our offense. Today we got the Jaguars. We'll take a quick look at their offense. They got Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne. Wide receivers group is pretty much the same as it's been. Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk. Also have Parker Washington in there. Tight end is still Evan Ingram, and the offensive line looks mid. But yeah, this is it's not really going to be one of those serious commentating episodes. I'm kind of just going to hang out and talk to you guys, like I said. But yeah, the offensive MVP, it's really obvious that it's Joey Campbell, and his running ability is so much more than Zach Wilson's was that I think it really adds a whole new layer to the offense that we didn't get with Zach. Zach, he can move a little bit, but there's like a 5-speed difference between Joey Campbell and Zach Wilson. Difference in agility, differences. Speaking of MVPs, Servassier Dennis has been the pick for the defensive MVP, and it just makes sense. He's been superstar Servassier. He's in the running for Defensive Player of the Year as Stevie Long goes down with an injury. Guys, admittedly, I don't know how it happened. I don't know when it happened. For some reason, injuries weren't on. I thought we've been incredibly lucky over these past 4 weeks. Injuries just weren't on, and I don't understand why. I don't remember ever turning them off for any reason. But they just haven't been on. Speaking of our offensive MVP, there's Joey Campbell, 19 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He's been efficient. He takes care of the football. He's really, really good at this sport. Here's Kabinda, our fullback, getting a catch for 17 yards on first down. But yeah, so I apologize about that. I don't know why. I don't know why injuries haven't been on this whole time. They haven't been since probably week 3 or week 4. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't even remember. I actually don't even know when the last time it was that we had an injury. But they were turned back on for this game, and as you can see, immediately the game was like, hey, here's some karma for leaving injuries off this whole time. And Stevie Long got injured immediately. It wasn't anything serious. He was able to come back into this game. I think I held him out for a while. As Joey Campbell takes the read option to the outside, and Campbell goes up the sideline, 35 yards. Touchdown for our MVP, Joey Campbell. You're right. He's got to be our offensive MVP pick. He's so good. This play right here, he directs traffic. Elijah Moore throws a block out there. Big time run, 35 yards to the house, to the crib. But yeah, what do I want to talk about with you guys? Talk about this defense as Jamel Dean picks off Trevor Lawrence, and Jamel Dean goes back the other way. Dean jukes out Lawrence into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So we talked about how this defense has been incredible. I mean, like I said, last 4 games, only giving up 16 points per game is just wild. And it's because of plays like this. Trevor Lawrence underthrew that pass just a little bit. If it's over the shoulder of Calvin Ridley, it's probably a huge gain. Instead, it's slightly underthrown. Ridley had to turn around for it. But, you know, he's able to throw this one to Christian Kirk, though, so that works. No, that's Ridley. Why did I say Kirk? That is Ridley again. But yeah, Servassier Dennis, guys, I'm not going to do it this game because this is pre-recorded, obviously, duh. But maybe after one of these next few episodes, I'll have to pull up the stats. And maybe some of the award races and show you. Servassier Dennis is in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He's, what does he have right now? 15 or 16 sacks? I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll find out whenever I'm probably going to forget now that I think about it. Next time I record a video, I will definitely forget. As Evan Ingram drops a pass. Definitely have seen that one a few times as a Giants fan. We got 3rd and goal here, and there is Superstar Servassier. So in the first 2 drives for the Jaguars, Superstar Servassier has a tackle for a loss and a sack of Trevor Lawrence. You know, when you guys, you know, when you said Servassier has been the MVP of the defense, my response was switching him from middle linebacker to outside linebacker in year 1 was a series-altering decision. And I mean that in the best way possible. It was Landon Dickerson's injured now. Yeah, we're going to hit us with all the injuries. Hit us with the karma. But yeah, changing Servassier Dennis to outside linebacker was a series-altering decision like none other, as we failed to scramble away with Joey Campbell there. I feel like we should have been able to get away, but 4th down, we ended up punting this one away. Here's a replay, yeah. But dude, Servassier, he's been getting better and better each year. I believe the first season, you know, he probably had, I think he had like 5 or 6 sacks. In year 2, I think he crossed double digits. And now in year 3, he's Defensive Player of the Year candidate level player. Series-altering decision. And, you know, it's why I've been hesitant to draft any edge rushers, because he's been consistently getting better. And speaking of consistently getting better, Kalijah Kancey just made a tackle for loss. That might have been a late hit on Trevor Lawrence. We don't care, though. Jaguars do end up punting it back to us. We got a minute left here in this first quarter. I know I've done a lot of talking. I've barely commentated any plays. I believe after this play, we're going to look at the Jaguars' defense. Yes, we are. They got Zach Seiler at left end. Right end is A.J. Epineza. Defensive tackle, Devon Hamilton and Jeff Richardson. Left outside linebacker, still Josh Allen. Middle linebacker, Foyesade Oluokun. Devin Lloyd is also there as well. Trayvon Walker, the likely draft bust at right outside linebacker. Earl Bartow, Tyson Campbell, Cam Dantzler, and someone else is your corners. Andre Sisco and Alex Purnell are your safeties. Good job, me. But yeah, this season has been one of my favorite seasons to play. I know the videos have come out a little bit slower. I'm just trying not to burn myself out, really. That's it. During the first season, and I think like midway through the second season, I had a couple like random stretches where I would go like 4 or 5 days in a row just editing. Braun Breaker, Bobby Lashley, Spear. Anyways, just like 4 or 5 days in a row editing, and putting videos out one after another, like daily. And I haven't, after those few stretches of doing that, I've been like feeling myself needing to take a step back sometimes. So that's why sometimes the videos are every other day. Sometimes it's every 2-3 days. Just trying not to burn myself out. But I think we're on a good pace right now. You know, we are into the later half of season 3, and it's December, you know, so I think we're on a very good pace. And this series, I want to go at least 5 seasons, so I could easily see us, you know, say February comes around or March comes around and we're in the middle of season 5. I don't even know. You know, it's far into the future to think about. But basically what I'm saying is sometimes the uploads are a little bit slower, just because I don't want to burn myself out. That's all. There's my mini rant for that, and it's not really a rant. It's just a PSA, I guess. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about this catch and how it probably shouldn't have happened. Joey Campbell has also just been incredible these past few weeks. I feel like we've been asking him to make more plays, as this injury here, this one hurts a little bit. Terrence Lynch, he's been incredible as well. You know, I talked about earlier Joey Campbell not being the only new piece on this offense. Terrence Lynch is one of those pieces. He's been an incredible tight end for us as well. And the injury news for Terrence Lynch is not very good. 3 weeks. He will miss the last 3 games of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll be back around playoff time, assuming we make it. We will. Like, come on now. We're already up to 10 wins on the season. If we don't make it, that would be an utter failure. It would actually be a pretty impressive failure, I'm not going to lie. Hey, look at me trying to set up this screen again. It's not working. It's not working. No. 3rd down and 6. Campbell back to pass, quickly over the middle, and there's Kier Palmer. Speaking of, like, everything that's been going on these past few games, Kier Palmer has been inconsistent a decent amount. I think this play is really cool. This is a rollout to the right. Campbell didn't like what he saw to the right side and instantly ran back to the left. I should have shown a replay. We got 3rd and 3, and that one's knocked away. I believe I go for it here on 4th and 3. Let's go send that offense back out there, Coach King Kinney. 4th down and 3. Campbell just, looking around, dropping back. Here's a quick, easy pass. Yeah. But, Kier Palmer, he's had his inconsistent moments throughout this season. Being with Maurice McKee those first few games definitely threw him off his game. Speaking of someone who's been off of their game sometimes, here's Corin Hurst. He had an impressively hot start to the season. He has definitely cooled off a considerable amount. But he's a rookie and he's a running back. And no running backs are going absolutely insane nowadays. I forgot what I was saying. All I know is we already made it to the 2-minute warning in the first half. We're up 21-3. That happened quick. Are we? We're only 12 minutes into this. Wow, okay. But yeah, no, Kier Palmer been incredibly inconsistent. Maurice McKee being at quarterback didn't help. And then Joey Campbell coming back. Even Campbell, a new quarterback as well. It's almost like, even though Zach Wilson stunk, it's like he had this immediate Travassier Dennis with another sack because he's just so good. That's his 3rd tackle for loss this half, by the way. But even though Zach Wilson stunk, he had like this immediate connection with Kier Palmer that Joey Campbell took a few weeks to really establish. But these past few weeks, against the Bills, against the 49ers, against I don't remember what he did against the Saints, but really just those last 2 games, Kier Palmer has absolutely come alive as we make it 4th and 15 here. And the field goal goes doom. So we get this ball right back, and 1st down, nothing happens. 11 for 15 start for Campbell. Just, also efficiency has been a lot better. We started off the year a little slow when it came to our efficiency. Here's a stupid pass that works for some reason. But yeah, at first we were throwing just around like 60%. I think we've improved that to like 64, 65%. Which it was one of my goals for this season, was just to be more efficient throwing the football. And we've definitely succeeded in that. As we are driving down the field here with about 30 seconds remaining in this half. Campbell now 14 of 18, going to drop back once again. Campbell to the outside. That's another catch for Irv Smith. It's a gain of 7. Sorry about that. 2nd and 3 from the 13. Campbell back to pass, looking for a man open, going to the end zone, picked off. Cam Dantzler comes down with it, and Dantzler outrunning the offenders, not the defenders, but the offenders, and Cam Dantzler gets a massive pick 6. I'm pretty sure I show a replay here. I had a really big ego moment during this play. Like, I don't know what made me think, yeah, I could fit this I mean, just look. I think I show you guys the replay as well, like my own version of a replay. I'm not sure. Oh no, I don't. I don't think. I think I would have shown it by now. Yeah, no, I don't show a replay. But that's how we go into the half. We're up 21-10. For the most part, dominating the Jaguars. Just like a filler game in the schedule that we just decide we're gonna win easily. Nothing really to it. Don't really care. We get an update here from the Packers and the Ravens. Rookie Sean Carter putting together a really good game. 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. Unfortunately, the Ravens win and improve to 12-2. They look like a really, really, really good team. But so do this team here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers also look like a very, very good team. They start the second half with the football. I don't know what that cut was, but it stunk. Hurst, only 5 touches in that first half because, you know, I'm sorry, Corn, but you're probably not going to run it a lot when Joey Campbell's just doing incredibly good things with the football. Might get into a little bit more commentary mode as we get through the second half of this game. But if I think of anything I want to talk about, then I'm going to talk about it. Duh. 2nd and 7 pass to the outside for Kier Palmer, and of course he makes another catch. Already at midfield, here's a pass to the outside and another catch for Palmer, and he's going to fight forward and pick up a gain of 8. Makes it 2nd down and 2. And Campbell hands off to Hurst, who fights forward and picks up about 4. It just feels like lately our offense has been moving. Nothing has really been able to stop us besides maybe silly mistakes. Just doing less than intelligent things like dropping back 11 yards behind the line of scrimmage and waiting for Josh Allen to sack you. You know, sometimes just stupid things happen. Tried to set up this screen for Elijah Moore. I should have went to the outside, but I was trying to get behind my big offensive lineman. Just didn't really work. Moore also had a solid amount of catches in this one. That was his 5th right there for 48 yards. As once again we're on defense, and once again we have Trevor Lawrence flustered. Lawrence just 8 for 15 today, about a 53% completion percentage, but it's going to go up on this play right here as the Evan Ingram makes the catch, and Ingram gets across midfield all the way up to the 49. As a Giants fan, that pains me. Here's a handoff for Etienne, taken down almost immediately. Who took him down? Of course, Servassier Dennis. Then we get kicked out of the game and load back in. Love Madden, love EA. 2nd and 9, Lawrence back to pass. Going outside for Ingram. That one is caught. Ingram all the way up to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars are driving, trying to make it a 1-score game. Handoff Etienne once again. Picks up just 1. The run defense has also been stout all year. I feel like, you know, that's thanks to guys that you don't really talk about much, you know. We haven't talked much about Vita Vea. We haven't talked much about, I mean, Anthony Nelson gets some play time as well. Off the top of my head, Logan Hall gets some play time as well. Just guys that typically come in when, you know, we're in our base package, time to get a stop, like this, like what we don't do right here, like how we just allow them to run right in. But yeah, a lot of these guys that don't get talked about a lot, we should probably talk about them more, because our run defense has been really, really good. And as much as we love Servassier and Kalijah Cansey, we also got to give our props to those guys up front. So, let's commentate a game. It is a 1-score game as we had a quick pass to the outside for Chris Godwin. He makes a man miss and picks up a gain of 9. Joey Campbell, 22 of 28, 210 yards and an interception. 2nd down and 1. Handoff Hurst. And this is going to be one of the coolest, like, 7-yard runs you'll ever see in your life. It should have been stopped maybe at the line of scrimmage, but Hurst shows off the strength. That takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Buccaneers up 24-17. It just feels like they're up by more. 1st and 10, handoff goes to Hurst once again. Hurst makes a cut up the middle. Fights through a defender all the way up to the 15-yard line. There's 17 more yards, Hurst. 1st and 10 from the 15. Campbell back to pass. Campbell rolling and throws it right to the defense. And he gets laid out. And I don't know where the sound went on this play. Actually, the sound went away when Joey Campbell got laid out, but I just wanted to zoom in on him getting laid out because it was kind of just hilarious to see. Like, they didn't have to do him like that. Like, they could have just blocked him, but instead they just destroyed our quarterback. So yeah, the Jaguars defense scored more points than their offense, and I don't really know what I was doing here, but one thing I still got to work on that I wanted to point out, my pocket presence. Why am I scrambling? The pocket is wide open. If I stick there for a second longer, I can just easily hit Chris Godwin coming over the middle. I could even easily hit Cornhurst over the middle. But for some reason, I felt the need to start trying to sprint when I didn't have to sprint. And I think my pocket presence has gotten better, even though I definitely have my moments where I do things like that. And I think this game is actually proof of it, because some of these runs that we have with Joey Campbell are runs like that where we have to navigate the pocket. We got a 4th and 2. I make the poor decision that we're going for it. Campbell calls a quarterback sweep and then decides against it. Drops back to pass, looks for somebody open, steps up, and this is what I'm talking about. Joey Campbell steps up, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit. I mean, this was just such a cool-looking play. And, it's funny. I was just talking about this. I feel like that right there is good pocket awareness by myself. And, Joey Campbell's just really good at football as he overthrows Kier Palmer for a potentially huge gain. It's a tie game right now, 24-24. There is just under 8 minutes remaining. We get another solid run with Cornhurst there. It's a gain of about 10. Going to hand it to him again, and he will pick up another gain of about 7 this time. He's up to 76 yards and a touchdown on the day. Now, I can imagine Hurst fans, they must absolutely, not Hurst fans, Hurst fantasy owners must love having him on the team. It's like 14, 15 carries a game. He catches 2 or 3 passes. He's running for like 80 yards a day. Most games he has a touchdown. He's got to be just a consistent 16, 17 points on your fantasy team every week. Here's one of the best throws of Joey Campbell's young career so far. And we're going to take another look at it. I should have commentated that play, but I was too busy talking. But, dude, this is a perfect play between cover 2 safeties, so 2 safeties in a deep half, and behind a linebacker that's dropping back as well. It just fits it right in between 3, 4 defenders. And we're going to take another look at it because in real time, this looks like a touchdown. Like, I'm not really sure where they're saying Kier Palmer's knee is down. So in real time, it looks like a touchdown. Coach King Kinney said, challenge flag. Come on, I want this touchdown on this play right here. I want this really, really sick pass to result in 6 points. So we gotta look at it here. That replay does nothing for us. This replay does nothing for us. None of this does anything for us whatsoever. And ultimately, they decide it is not a touchdown. So how are we going to score this touchdown? Well, we're going to roll out to our right, throw it to Kier Palmer again, and it is knocked away. It would have been an incredible catch. That makes it 2nd and goal. Cornhurst enters the game. Hand off Hurst. He goes nowhere, kind of, but fights all the way up to the 1. That'll make it 3rd and goal. And on 3rd down, Campbell back to pass, looking for maybe Chris Godwin, but didn't have enough time. That'll make it 4th and goal. If you know anything about King Kinney, he doesn't want to go up by 3 points. He wants to go up by a touchdown. He wants to make this harder on the Jaguars, and we want to show that we're better than them. And there's the easiest rushing touchdown of Rachaad White's career. I feel like he scores a lot, man. You know, he's our backup running back. I mean, I don't even know if I would consider him a backup, actually, because I feel like a backup doesn't get the same touches that Rachaad White gets. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, but Rachaad White's out there. He's catching passes. He's running 5, 6, 7 times a game. Oh, my gosh. Christian Fulton just got murdered on that play. Travis Etienne not having a great day. He has found the end zone, but averaging just over 2 yards a carry is not what he would like to see. There's a 1st down there for Trevor Lawrence as he hits that guy. Don't know who that is. Strange. Strangely enough, I don't know him. 1st and 10 from the 41. Lawrence back to pass once again. Lawrence over the middle, caught by Etienne, gain of 7 as the Jaguars near midfield. 2nd down and 3. Lawrence back to pass again, going out to the left side, caught by Calvin Ridley. That is the 1st down for the Jaguars. Up to the 40-yard line. Lawrence back to pass once again. Deja vu. There's Ridley with a catch. Ridley up the field, all the way up to the 15. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. 31-24. Jaguars trying to tie this game. 1st and 10 from the 15. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence over the middle. That one's caught by Parker Washington, I think is his name. 2nd down and 6. Up to the 11 now. Lawrence back to pass. Taken down almost immediately. I didn't see who generated the pressure, but it is 3rd and 6. Lawrence back to pass on 3rd down. Looking for someone open. And he's taken down by Kalijah Cansey. Trevor Lawrence can't see him. 4th and 18. No huddle for the Jaguars. Lawrence back to pass. Rolling to his right. Throwing to the end zone. Picked off by Josh Nelson. And Josh Nelson goes down at the 1-yard line. All right, let me stop acting like I'm surprised. So guys, I was trying to run along the end zone, and it just made me run straight. I was trying to be an asshole and run in the end zone, but Josh Nelson just ran straight. And I wish I could understand why. And guys, when I tell you we're on the 1-yard line, we are on the super 1-yard line. Hand off Cornhurst, and he'll pick up 3, maybe 2 yards. Make it 2nd and 7. Jags use their 1st timeout. 2nd down and 7. Handoff goes to Cornhurst. He picks up about 4. Makes it 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3. Rashad White checks into the game. And Campbell makes a change at the line of scrimmage. Joey Campbell back to pass. Campbell moving to his left. He breaks a tackle. And Joey Campbell picks up the 1st down. Joey Campbell, he's incredible. He's so good. That is going to do it for the game. 1st and 10. We've run it one time with Cornhurst. And actually, I don't like the Madden CPU, so I call a pass play right here. Elijah Moore makes the catch. He's going deep up the sideline. Makes a man look stupid on the last play of the game. All the way up to the 45. And that is how we end the game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers take down the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is another game that, even though it was tied at one point in the 4th quarter. Oh, sorry, just punched. I kicked my desk. Even though it was tied at one point in the 4th quarter, it's another one of those games that it felt like we couldn't lose this game. It just always felt like we were going to win. Take a quick look at the stats here. Joey Campbell did not have a touchdown today, but completed a ton of passes, had 279 yards. So I'm not overly upset with it. Our run game was incredible, led by Campbell, who had 100 yards and a touchdown. Every single person that ran the ball today scored a touchdown. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Our wide receivers were ready to catch the football at any given moment, as they accounted for 19 of those 26 completions. Defensively, of course, the MVP, Servassier Dennis, had 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, interceptions for Josh Nelson and Jamel Dean, and another victory for us. Now, we got one of the craziest upgrades right here for Joey Campbell. Just wait. Possibly my favorite upgrade that we've gotten for him so far. Joey Campbell, +1 throw on the run, +1 throw power, and +2 throw under pressure. Everything is looking good for him. I just really want to work on that under pressure rating. Jamel Dean wins NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and now we get the bad news. Broken ribs, out for 3 weeks. So yeah, like I said, he will come back. Actually, I'll tell you when he'll come back. Let's see. 3 weeks. So yeah, he'll come back for the first round of the playoffs, assuming we make it there. Like I said, we're gonna make it there. We got 10 wins now. Guys, if you enjoy my content, if you like me, drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Follow me on Twitch, 24kin. Follow me on Twitter, _24kin. Good night.